Hello everybody, it's a centralized day with yet another short update, and this update has actually two purposes. The purpose number one is to tell you that my 10k call that is still pending and it's active since July. Remember the July a few months ago when everybody was like, it's obvious 40k next? Do you remember those times? Do you remember those weeks? Do you remember those times when maybe even you or just many people opened long leverage and that got stopped like 2 weeks ago? Do you remember all of this? So we're back to 25 point something k and people are pretty defensive at the moment. There is quite some shorting, and the long leverage, as I've just mentioned, the fresh new long leverage got stopped. There is still lots of long leverage present, but this is persistent long-term leverage that is only viable when we will go like really down. I mean, below 18, below 17, below 15k. Only then all of this is gonna get wiped out, kind of. So the purpose number one of this video is to say that the 10k call is not happening just yet, okay? And the purpose number two is to say that I got a very good comment saying that I should update the logarithmic regression line, and so I did. Or actually I didn't have to update the log regression line because I can now use automated one. You no longer have to insert tens or hundreds of data into the a table, into the Google Sheets, and then calculate it using solver. You no longer have to do that. There are automated tools, and one of them is the automated log regression line, and I checked it, and surprise, we were like 42% versus trend line, around 40%, 42 I believe, to be precisely exact, because the fair value is still going up. So even though we are like 25 point something k, which we were 2 months ago, before July, in June I think, we are lower on the log regression line. We are lower in valuation versus the fair value, because the fair value is higher. The fair value is still going up every single day, kind of. But if we spend enough time below the fair value, then it's going to reverse at some point, and then the fair value starts then going down actually, and then every month we're going to see lower fair value. But that's not the case today, that's not the case this year. So my 10k call, you've got to stay patient, never try to time it. I did give you a time frame, but never give a time frame to your calls. It's a mistake, don't do it. So that's not happening just yet, and people are defensive, and people got stopped, so lots of bullish stuff. And the number two, also pretty bullish stuff, is that we are only 42% versus the trend line. That's pretty low, and it's perhaps as low as it's gonna get to grind, to just grind around the 40% versus the trend line. But it doesn't mean that my call is not gonna come true, and that we are not going to briefly go to valuation never seen before, versus the trend line. So stay tuned.